What's up, traders? Keon here. We're going to be looking at our alerts today, and we're also going to be creating a watch list for tomorrow's trading session. Now, if you haven't already, please make sure to smash that like and subscribe button so we can keep pushing out that content. If you haven't already, feel free to join our Discord group. Absolutely free for 7 days. If you don't like us, it's not a problem. Keep all the money that you made. Now, let's get started. All right, let's pull up our Discord here. Let's start with Elkin. So Elkin, we started with a call and we found a rebound in the SPY. He bought the premium at 173, sold some at 199, and he sold another one at 1.9. Stopped the last one at even, which was a great trade because if he held this contract would literally go worthless. You know, SPY absolutely tanked after this alert all day. So now, about an hour later, he buys a 434 put at $1.47. Today's expiration, sells some at 157, sold another at $1.58, and sold the last one at $1.67. Now, this was a great trade, but if he held throughout the trading day, these premiums went to over $6 per contract. But again, how will we know this would have happened? All right, so regardless, we did make money today, even though the market literally gapped down. So you cannot be mad with profits. Today was a light day for me. All we did was an Apple 143 put for a 217 premium. It was a weekly contract. Sold some at 229. Unfortunately, my runners did hit my stop. About an hour later, these contracts went up to 296 per premium. So again, we did take profits. We could have made more, but greed always kills. And, you know, it happens, but can't be mad. So that was it for the alerts today. We can check out the profits. You know, we got some big winners. You know, we got $1,300 profits from Arash. 270, another, you know, great profits. Now we got a big winner, you know, from Sasan, 486. Ali, the SPX King, over $4,000 in profits. All right. I mean, this is what we love about options, right? You can make money on both sides. It's unbelievable. You know, 300 here, 2.9 here. We get the point. Our group made a lot of money. All right. Now, let's go to tonight's watch list. And what do we have in store? We got Lucid, AstraZeneca, Autozone, SPX, Roku, and Crowd. CRWD, I should say. All right, let's start with Lucid. So let's go on the 15-minute chart. Lucid, one of the only stocks that was green today. So what do we got? We got a high of 24.76. Okay. We can use that as a resistance. We got a resistance. Let's delete this. We got previous resistance at around 23.58. So we can use that as a support. Okay. So we're going to look for puts below 23.58. We're going to look for calls above 24.77. Right. Now, if we break below 23.58, we have a previous resistance, right? Which could be a new support. Okay. But that is only around a 37-cent drop, right? But as you can see, there's one rejection here. You know, it's not really breaking here. Rejections here, rejection here, and a couple rejections here. So if we break below 23.21, where can we go next? I would say at least a 200 EMA on the 15-minute. So let's change this color to purple so we know that's going to be our profit target. So 22.35 below either 23.58 or 23.21. All right, so we got the puts. I gotta keep moving this camera, but it's all right. Now for calls, let's go to the 1 hour and see, you know, let's go to the daily. Let's see where this stock is ranging. So if Lucid could break 24.21, we have a couple resistances here, right? Multiple resistances. So if we can break 24.21, we should see 24.77 And above that, another resistance at 25.24. So those are going to be your major levels above 24.21. All right. TTM has fired long. Great volume. Lots of buying. Looks like Lucid could start making a nice comeback here. Again, look for 24.21 on the daily chart. But it's looking really good for the upside. Apparently didn't care about the market. So I like the strength. I like the relative strength in this stock. All right, let's go to Autozone. In the zone. AZO. Let's go to 15 minute. So pretty weak, didn't move much, 7 points down. We have a couple resistances here, right? So 1575 is going to be, support. 1575 support. So below here, we got this wick at 1559. Let's change that to purple, right? Okay, and again, you can use you can use a 200 EMA as a support as well. So if you would like to use that, we got around 1580.07. TTM is firing short. Again, great volume for the stock. We have to see if there's more downside tomorrow. Now, if it can break above this resistance here at 15.91, look for 15.97. We do have earnings. We do have earnings on... we got earnings tomorrow. Now, well, all these levels are going to probably be meaningless tomorrow, Autozone could kill earnings. This thing could tank. Autozone can miss earnings. This thing could fly to all-time highs. Who knows? But let's say if it stays flat, these will be the levels to look out for. So above 1591.36, look for 1597.62. Below 1580.07, look for 1575.71. And below that, we can see 1559.24. These premiums will be pretty pricey, so got to be careful with those. And I would not go out of the money contracts only because, if a stock like this doesn't move, out of the money weeklies will not help you either on the call side or put side. All right, so that is AutoZone. AstraZeneca, a sleeper today. All right, they did have some results for one of their tests. I'm not exactly sure which one it was, but as you can see, pushed up 5%. At one point, this was the only stock that was green today in the NASDAQ. I mean, that is insane. This was one of the only stocks that was green in the market. So what do we got? About 58.71 is a resistance, right? So let's go to the daily. It's been having a lot of trouble here, right? Lots of resistances. So if it can break 15.71, look for an upside to 59.37. And again, this is a big move for AstraZeneca. This stock rarely moves, TTM looks like it is reversing towards the bullish side. But again, this thing could remain consolidating for a long time. Okay. So let's see if it can break 58.72. And then we can see 59.37. All right. So this is going to be our target on the upside. Okay. Now let's go to the 15 minute and see where the downside would be. So let's delete this. Okay. So obviously we see this gap up, right? They found a support here at 57.68. Let's delete this as well. So below 57.68, we do have, 57.68. We do have an earlier resistance, new support at 56.91. So we're going to change that to purple. That will be our next target. There is a couple resistances here as well, or previous resistances, as I should say. So you could use that as a level, but I like this one. I like this one, 56.91. And we already have our call level. So above 58.72, look for 59.37. Below 57.68, look for 56.91. Again, this was one of the only stocks on NASDAQ that was green. Let's see if it can continue into tomorrow. And again, TTM, reversing to the bullish side, great volume, 154%. Let's see. I wouldn't be surprised if this continues. It's just got to break this resistance here. All right, SPX. Man, look at that daily. Fun stuff, huh? All right. So we obviously had that rally towards the end of the day. I mean, we still ended down 1.7%, 75 points. So we do know we have a low of 4305.91. Okay, we know we have that. We now know that there is also a resistance at 4360.6. Okay, again, tomorrow we can literally wake up and this thing is up 80 points, or we can wake up and we see a reaction like this. So again, this is only if SPX stays in this level tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m. Pacific time. Okay. Now, if it doesn't, let's say SPX pushes up pre-market to, this candle right here, right? 43.94. This will be your new support, right? Because right now it's our resistance, but we can use this as a support. Okay. So, but let's just say SPX is going to be in this range. So I am liking 4360.6. Above that, it could push up to 43.94. Okay. Yes, it's a pretty big, gap to fill, but I think it can do it if it has volume. I mean, it had great volume today, so I don't see why not. So let's change that to purple, right? Obviously, if it rejects, we got a mini resistance acting as a new support here. Okay. So 4340.04. I mean, this is a level that we can always use, right? So this will be our support. We break below 4340.04. Look for the lows again at 4305. All right, let's change this to purple. So let's hope SPX stays in this range and these will be the perfect levels. If it doesn't, look for these levels for a retest. All right, Roku. This thing has been getting beat down every single day. I mean, come on. This is insane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 out of 11 days on the daily chart has been getting beat down. Is it time to reverse? I don't think so. TTM still firing short. We do have a support at, give or take, 309.34. We would need to see a reversal here. And then again, this is on the daily. We do have a resistance at around 325.99. Okay. Now let's go to the 15-minute. What do we got? Yep, 309.67, 309.34. Around there is, it's good enough. Now, for calls, we do have a resistance here around 317.3. I would rather wait and see if it can push up. Let's delete this. Actually, this is a good daily resistance, but for scalping on the 15-minute, I like this level. 324.42. Above this, look for the daily resistance at 325.99. If Roku can push above 325.99, we got 330, the high of last week, right? Yep, last week. So let's change this color to purple. All right. Now, below 309.67, where could Roku go? So as you can see, there has been a test of support around 302.3. So look for 302.3 as your new support below 309.34. You see how it tests right here multiple times? It's the same over here. Breaks below. Look for 302.3. And last but not least, Okay, let's delete all this. Let's go to the 15-minute. Seems like crowd didn't get hit as bad, only 2%, 5 points, $5, however you want to say it. We got a support at 253.07, little bounce here. We do have a resistance here at 258.03, right? We do have a couple wicks here. I like this one because it fully rejected. Above 258.03, you can see 261.63, okay? Right? It rejected here, push down. Above 261.63, we can see these resistances, right? Right here. So that's going to be 263.35. Okay, so we got the calls. So above 258.03, look for 261.63, then 263.35. Now, below 253.07, where could we go? Where is that next support? I would say either here, but that's not enough for me. So I'm going to look at this support here where there's been a couple bounces. 1, 2, almost 3, 4 times, right? So 250.06. Below 250.06, look for the low of 248.38. All right. As of right now, NASDAQ futures up 35 points. S&P futures up 13 points. So we're green right now. We will find out tomorrow. Thanks for watching, guys. Key levels will be posted on my Twitter at KeonTrades. It will also be posted in our watch list section on Discord. And again, if you haven't joined our Discord, it's absolutely free for 7 days. You get all the alerts, all the channels. If you don't like us, no worries. You keep all the money that you made, and make sure to click that like and subscribe button. Thanks for watching, guys.